Hey, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. I just published a video about how Kail Lowry, former Teen Mom 2 star, was seen on her Instagram account wearing a bracelet that claims that she is a mom of 7. Now, what I was quite surprised, pleasantly surprised, is it's not shade, to see were a lot of comments saying, hey, what if the name of the 5th and unclaimed child is 7? And so she's being cheeky by wearing a bracelet that says mom of 7. You know what? I gotta say, I do love the way you guys think. You always keep me on my toes, and I love it. So let's get into that theory, right? So we know that Kail, we can't say we know 100%, but I will say that I know 99.9% that Kail's 5th child, the unclaimed one with Elijah Scott, was born in November, right? But when he was born, there were articles being written about it when he was allegedly born. I'm sorry, there were articles being written about it, and he was named. His name was leaked actually by none other than Kail's arch nemesis and third baby daddy, Chris Lopez. Mind you, Chris Lopez is the one that announced the alleged pregnancy in the first place. He claimed that Kail tried to get physical with him again. Remember, she was arrested for this and charged with offensive touching, but it seemed like she didn't learn her lesson because Chris claimed that she tried to do it again, and he doesn't understand why, because she quote unquote has a baby to protect. Is this the tweet? Let me check it out. Bum, bum, bum. Here it is. Out here talk about you'll beat me up, but now you know you got to protect the belly. Stop it. So that was posted in July, and it was rumored that she had the baby in November. And then in February, the U.S. Sun, who had their paparazzi on Kail and had been getting a lot of really good photos of her and her alleged baby bump, they came out with the name. Chris said on Instagram, hey, you claim to be so real and raw, but yet you got a whole newborn you should be focused on, and yet you're trying to create unnecessary drama to cover up that fact. And then he said that Kail allegedly named the 5th child, who happened to be a 5th boy. The poor girl. I'm sorry, y'all, but like 5 boys sounds like a lot. I don't think I would be able to survive that. So she named the child Elijah Rio. Elijah being the name of her 4th baby daddy, Elijah Scott. And Rio, I wonder where that comes from. Rio obviously is, the beginning of a name of a city in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. So I wonder if it comes from that or if it comes from something else. I think it's risky to name a kid after the daddy, personally. I wonder why. Let me just say this. Some things I don't understand about like baby traditions in the West. Why do we name kids after the dad more so than the mom? Meanwhile, the mom does most of the work. And why do we give the kids the dad's last name? Meanwhile, it's typically the mom that, again, carries the baby, nourishes the baby, gives up her career for the baby, right? Years of her career, and just does most of everything for the baby. It's so wild to me, but I digress. Anyway, so allegedly the child's name was announced in February by Chris, and here it is in that Sun article. He claimed that she named him Elijah Rio. Does that mean that it's not possible to change the name? Absolutely not. This happens. We saw Kylie Jenner change her baby's name from Wolf to Air, which, by the way, why did you guys bully her out of the name Wolf? To me, it's a normal name. I think it's a very German name, like it's quite common there. Air to me is like weird. I would prefer to be named Wolf rather than Air, but I digress. So Kail also is no stranger to changing names. One thing she used to love to do to get under her baby daddy Chris Lopez's skin was to change around their children's last names. Remember, Lux was Lux Russell Lopez, and then she changed it to Lux Russell Lowry. Then she had Creed. She gave Creed Chris's last name. And then she went to change it to hers, and the judge was like, I'm sick of this. Like, at this point, just hyphenate the thing. So all 4 of these kids have different last names. There's Isaac Rivera. There's Lincoln Marroquin. There's Lux Lowry. And then there is Creed Lopez Lowry, I believe it is. So she is no stranger to changing the name of kids. So maybe that is the case. Perhaps, she changed the name of baby number 5, unclaimed, from Elijah Rio to 7. I don't know. Listen, 7 is a name. I've seen it like in like, what do you call it? Like Nordic people. I've seen some Nordic people, but it's more like Sven, Sven or something like that. So like maybe that is a case, or maybe she's like, I don't really feel this relationship lasting that much longer, and I don't want my kid to have like my ex's last name. Meanwhile, let me get some, extra babies out of him before I bounce. Who knows? At the end of the day, she truly is an enigma. She kind of marches to the beat of her own drum, or should I say breeds to the beat of her own drum? I don't know. But that would be quite interesting. Let's keep an eye out and see what is going on there with the bracelet. But I do want to say, though, that I think that in wearing this bracelet that says Mom of Seven, Kail at least wants to start opening up the dialogue about what's happening, about having more kids than just the four that she is publicly acknowledging here. And so I say give her a couple more months and maybe she will go ahead and full-blown claim this child. Who knows? When is her birthday? Child, let me go look. Kail Lowry birthday. I feel like she's got a summer birthday. So her birthday, it passed already. It was March 14th. I was going to say she's going to do a birthday announcement with all her kids, but nope, that is not the case. I don't know. What's the next holiday that she can use? Mother's Day passed and she still didn't choose to claim number 5. I don't know. It's all so interesting, but we'll see. Keep on digging. Maybe November for his first birthday, she'll go ahead and claim him. Or maybe when the new ones are born, she'll claim all 3 of them at the same time. If there are 2 new ones. It's all so strange, but that's what we love. Mystery, right? We didn't watch Scooby-Doo for nothing. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of this. Do you think she changed number 5's name from Elijah Rio to 7, or do you think she's pregnant with twins? Let me know which camp you fall into in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.